Hey, it's Adrienne. I'm glad you're here. Years ago, when someone asked me what I wanted in a man, I replied with, I don't know, but I can sure tell you what I don't want. Have you ever done that? It can be easier to point out what we don't want instead of what we do want. Maybe that's why worry happens. Do you know any worriers in your life? Maybe you are a person who worries a fair bit. Well, if so, this one's for you, and it's an invitation for something different, something that will feel a lot better and can reduce the stress level in your body and maybe even lead to better outcomes physically. It could even help you remove belly fat and reduce anxiety. Are you in? Well, let's talk about race car drivers just for a minute. Did you know that if they are spinning out, the smart ones do their best to focus on where they want to end up, not where they are afraid of ending up. So if there's a tree nearby and they're spinning out of control, they don't look at the tree and think, "Ooh, I hope I don't hit it. I hope I don't hit it. I hope I don't hit it." Instead, they keep their eyes fixed on where they want to go. They strongly set that intention. And this is a really great analogy for many aspects of life, especially worry. It's a funny thing, but our focus seems to have a great deal of influence on what's happening in any given moment. I don't know, this may have happened to you. Think back to riding a bike and you're going down a road and you can see there's a big stick on the road. Now, if you focus on the big stick, and say to yourself, I don't want to hit the stick. I don't want to hit the stick. I don't want to hit, there's a stick in the road. I don't want to hit the stick. Let's face it, you're really likely to hit the stick. But instead, you focus on where you want to go. I want to be on the part of the path that's clear and easy. And you usually miss the stick. So, what kinds of things do you worry about? Studies have shown that something like 90% of the things we worry about never happen. This is one colossal waste of energy. And I have to say, and maybe it's a blessing of having health conditions that significantly reduce my energy level. But to me, worry takes way too much energy. So generally, I choose not to worry. The other thing that worry can do is kick your body without your permission into survival mode. Because your brain, well, it doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a fact. So if you focus on not wanting disaster to happen, your body senses there's a disaster happening, and the cascade of chemical reactions and the hormones that get released if you were being chased by a bear are released, even though you're not in any physical danger in that moment. Oh, yeah. Our brain hasn't had an upgrade, so it still reacts to many innocuous events as if your life was in danger. So let's talk about those chemicals for a sec. They re they release, among other things, adrenaline and cortisol, and they go wild. In the same time, your peripheral vision is reduced, so you don't get distracted as you run away from that life-threatening situation. Your digestive system slows down, so more energy can be diverted to your legs and arms for fighting or running. And the thinking, decision-making part of your brain is turned way down, so more resources can prepare you for battle or running like the dickens. So, we get a bit stupid. We have tunnel vision and we don't digest food well. Plus, one of those chemicals, cortisol, contributes significantly to belly fat, and all of it can increase anxiety. And that all occurs when nothing is actually happening in your life, but you're just worrying about what could go wrong. And what is our mood like when we worry? Not great. So would that hurt or harm our relationships? Well, you decide. Every time you focus on what you don't want to have happening in your life, every time you focus on something you're afraid of, every time we focus on what we're worried about, we put energy and focus on that, and our bodies will, without our permission or even us consciously realizing, our bodies and brain react as if it were true. I wonder, I wonder if you could catch yourself the next time you start to worry about something and instead replace it with what you do want. So here's an example. I want my kids to arrive safely home after their trip on a snowy day and night when it's hard to see. So people might think the conditions are so bad. It's scary. There are so many bad drivers out there. I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to them. Worry, worry, worry. Here's an alternative. My intention is for them to get home safely. They are not the first people to safely navigate weather like this. They're good drivers, and they won't want to put their lives in danger. I'm seeing them protected and getting the resources they need. That won't set your body in and your brain into that survival instinct. So the focus is shifted from everything that could go wrong to what you want to see. And because it doesn't set your brain into fight or flight, it doesn't reduce the energy to the thinking part of your brain. So that also enables good decision making, reduces anxiety, and it's better for your physical and mental health. Our focus is powerful, but focus also takes energy. So why waste energy looking at everything that could go wrong? You could use your focus to concentrate on the outcomes you desire, not the outcomes you don't want. People could argue, yes, but it helps me be prepared in case something does go wrong. That's what I used to say, by the way. But given that 90% of the things we worry about don't happen, it seems like a major waste of your body's energy and one that can cause more harm than good. My hypervigilant saboteur gets in my head sometimes. It happened a lot when I was younger. And even sitting on the bus, I'd find myself thinking about what I'd do if a bad guy got on the bus and started threatening people, or if he had a gun or a bomb. I know, watch movies much? So now I notice more easily what I'm thinking about. And if I catch the worry, I reframe it because I want to use my energy for things I desire in life. It helps create a better feeling life, a happier, more contented life. And I'm pretty sure that's what I signed up for when I picked a life here on planet Earth. It's certainly what I'd prefer to create. So may your day be filled with focus on what you do want in life. And may you generate the energy to make it so. And you know what? If you catch yourself worrying, be kind to yourself and maybe choose a different thought because you deserve to focus on what brings you joy. I'll leave you with a reminder to find the beauty in the world. Why? Because it feels good. You'll find a link to that Macy Gray song. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you'll tune in next time.